right, we're going to go ahead and get us started. I want to welcome everyone to the October meeting, so thank you for coming. We have a pretty good panel up here that we're going to have talk just a little bit, but first some events we're going to go over. First, memberships. If you haven't paid, the dues are due today. This is the last club meeting you can come to without paying your dues. Same thing, $7 a semester, or 10 for 2, 20 for 4. 4 meals at least a semester, and a bunch of other events. You also have to be part of the accounting club to do the resume book, so that gets sent out to over 900 employers. That also is due today, so you actually send it through email. The resume book form is online on Blackboard. It's $10 to put the resume in the resume book. Once again, it goes to over 900 employers. They've said that they do have people all the time call and get called from employers just by putting the resume in this. It's a really good idea to do it. Next thing, November 5th, we have the IMA meet and greet, and it will be here in Plaster, up in room 304, and it's going to be 5:30 to 7:30, and business casual. It's going to be really kind of laid back, and just a nice event to meet some local employers and see kind of what the IMA is about. So once again, another good event to go to. Other events, this Boy Scout Merit Badge University on November 17th. It's a Saturday, and we'll be needing volunteers for that. So if anyone would be interested in doing that, get a hold of me or Mrs. Maddox or any of the other officers. As long as you can stay, would be helpful. They just need a couple people in each room to be able to do this Boy Scout Merit Badge. And then the IMA National Student Leadership Conference will be November 1st through 3rd, and it's up in St. Louis. The local IMA chapter is willing to pay some amount of money for people to go to that. So if you're interested, again, get a hold of us, and we'll kind of set you up. Once again, the local IMA and probably the schools together would be pretty close to paying your way completely up there. And now I'll let Alec introduce the speakers.
So many of you know that today our meeting is private versus public accounting, and so we have representatives from CFI, Leggett & Platt, Baker Davis, Roderick, and Hardy Ressler and Associates. And I'll go ahead and let them introduce themselves for a while and talk about what exactly they do on a regular basis and things they like about being in the respective fields. And also I'll open the floor up for you guys to ask questions. So while they're talking, please think of questions to ask, and we'll continue with our presentation. I'll start with you, Judd.
Okay. Well, thank you for inviting me to be here. I'm Judd Fisher with Leggett & Platt. I'm Staff Vice President of Segment Reporting, and I guess I'll start my conversation by saying, that the idea of public versus private versus makes it sound like a competition, and I really don't think it's a competition. In my opinion, what we're trying to do is get the best students into accounting, and between public or private accounting opportunities, the more we can hire, the more we're likely to get the best students to come into the accounting programs. And that's what we're trying to accomplish. We all need bodies. We all need good accountants to get into the field. And we hope that you'll see and you'll talk to your friends that the accounting field right now is a great one to be in if you're in school, because there's all kinds of opportunities out there. So what else would you like? Can start with that, and then we'll go back around?
Maybe talk about why you started working on it.
Okay. Well, so a little bit of my background as well. I have a bachelor's degree from a small school in northeastern Iowa, and then a master's degree from the University of Tulsa. And both times when I was graduating, I interviewed with a lot of companies that came on campus to recruit, as well as graduate schools and so forth. Because not only did I not really know what I wanted to do, but I always felt like the interview process was such that it gave me an opportunity to not only to sell myself, but for those companies to provide me with what is it that they do and what is it that they're really looking for in regards to what sort of culture do they have in their company. And to me, that's sort of the key about whether you go into public or private. You're really looking for the culture of the company that you're going into, because the first job that you get coming out of school is not going to be your career job. It's going to be the entry-level job that you're getting into. And it's just the stepping stone into something else. But a lot of it is going to be, does this culture of the company that I'm going with fit with who I am? So I started out, I worked for about 6 months with a sole practitioner, a CPA firm, back in my hometown in central Iowa, and quickly learned, both of us quickly learned that this was not a good fit, because he was definitely looking for somebody with a lot more experience and ability to bring in clients right away. And that's not something that I could do coming right out of school. So I got a master's degree from the University of Tulsa, went to work for 5 years for Deloitte down in Tulsa, and then once the oil industry started going south in Oklahoma, there wasn't a lot of opportunity for advancement there, and I would have had to have moved to either Boston or Florida, which would have been fine if I was single, but I just gotten married, and politically I didn't think that was the best thing to take my wife across the country, and so an opportunity came up with Leggett & Platt, and I've been there for a little over 30 years now, working in their corporate office, doing a lot of things that public accountants do, and it's been rewarding for me from the standpoint of, even though we are an old line manufacturing company, we still encounter a lot of issues that are leading edge questions and issues that come up that go to Pricewaterhouse, our auditors, and questions that we raise that they have to take to their national office to get answers on and everything. So it's the challenge of coming in and always getting something new and different with a big company like ours.
My name's Roger Ressler. I'm a partner with Hardy Ressler and Associates here in Joplin. I'm a Southern grad. Started with Hardy Ressler. It was Hardy and Associates at that time. Started there my junior year. I'm one of the lucky ones that my first job, turned out to be my career. So, unlike some of the others here, is I don't have the experience in both public and private. Mine's just been purely public, but I've loved it since the beginning. So, it worked out great for me. I get to do a lot of different types of work. In public accounting, I get to deal with multiple clients. We like to specialize in, small to medium-sized businesses, so we get to come in and kind of be like their controller for hire. They can't afford a full-time, controller or CFO or anything. So, we step in and fill that void for them. So I get to work with a lot of different business owners, get to know a lot of different types of business, and, help them, develop and, try to turn their business in as best it can. I get to do a lot of tax work. That kind of comes with public accounting.
I'm also the audit partner, so I get to be out of the office about half of the time, either doing audit or consulting, and that makes my job a lot more enjoyable, as I'm not sitting behind the desk all the time. From the accounting team, the more students we get in, the better the quality is going to be. The quality is pretty good now. And one thing I can tell you is I learned so much in my first year in public accounting that it really helps to put the theory and the practicality behind what you're learning right now.
I'm Sarah Stanley. I'm the Senior Manager of Finance at CFI. I'm a Associate State grad, and I graduated in 2004. While I was at the state, I worked part-time for DTV, and had a little exposure to the public accounting segment and that type of thing. When I was going to school, tax really was my thing, and I really did not like audit at all. So was also my career. And it's kind of interesting. I think one difference between private and public is in private accounting you have a lot of more diverse options. So when I started, there was actually 3 of us that graduated with an accounting degree at the same time. So we all hired in as staff accountants. And 19 years later, I'm in the finance department, and then the other person is the director of the pricing department, and the other person is over the credit. So getting into the private business, you start from the ground level, and look at the basics of the business, and then within the business, there's a lot of growth opportunities to grow. So for me, I enjoy the financial aspect. So we have the accounting department, the report section. We're involved a lot in budgeting, forecasting. In a private company, we're looking to see how do we improve our company's bottom line. The public, you're helping the customer, you're helping the client. But in the private world, you're looking for, like, how can my company make more money? So we're always have some sections of the management and executive helping them with their services. So I know one thing, one of the school teachers always said, if you're interested in business, don't get a business degree, get an accounting degree. Because with an accounting degree, you have a lot of opportunities. We actually have a VP of sales that has an accounting degree. We have IT staff that have accounting degrees. You get a lot more versatile with an accounting degree. Accountants can usually do most of what management can do. Management can only do what accountants can do. So, like the accounting field right now, you've got accounting, if you've got an IT background at all, that's what it's really
My name is John Gabler. I'm one of the tax managers at February Stoddard. We're a public accounting firm in Joplin. Just real brief on my background. I'm a Kansas boy, so my family is from Columbus. We farm and have cattle, and I'm still involved in that on a day-to-day basis. Take for driving on the gas. And I was kind of excited to be able to come because I've worked in both public and private accounting, and so I think a lot of what some of the other speakers have touched on are things that I would echo. From my perspective, public and private are both great. They're different, and they're not different in bad ways. I think they're different in your day-to-day roles. And I think it's somewhat also probably your happiness in those jobs depends on your personality. Because I have found that there are personalities that thrive in either are somewhat different. But some of the other things that those folks touched on that I really would encourage you to think about, I think it's a fantastic time to be an accountant. And accountants have the stereotype of pocket protectors and things like that. And I can tell you that's totally false. But you can do a lot of things with accounting. You may not end up in accounting. But knowing the quote language of business is really important. So you're doing the right thing, taking these classes. Sarah talked about, I emphasize this too, don't be afraid to learn other things. I was an accounting and finance major, and I use my finance information a lot. Businesses hire us to give them advice, and that advice is rarely limited to their taxes. It involves helping them be better at running a business. And if you can look at their financials, you can look at their income, you can look at their assets, and be able to give them business decisions, that's really where they get value from your relationship. One of the other things that I mentioned, this is really important too. When you get to that point where you're looking for that first career, you're going to learn wherever you go. But you're going to be happy finding a culture that fits you. And that's probably a challenge, in the interview process. But to the extent you know people that work there, to the extent that you can get to know them through the interview process, I encourage you to do that because I've been really fortunate. Everywhere I've worked, I have felt like the culture and the ethics of where I've been are consistent with mine. And I can tell you, if it weren't the case, I probably wouldn't be here. So, beyond that, there's a huge amount of opportunity out there. There's differences in public versus private. I go over if you guys have some specific questions. 5 minutes is like questions on my story. That's kind of that's the next question.
If I open up the question now. With all about the business and public and private, really, what is the personality and everything you feel more as well. So, like, typically, like, what stood out for you in public and what's your personality?
Sure. What I've found, and again, I want to emphasize, I enjoy both public and private. Where I found that they're different is really in two things. Number one is probably the E-class of it, and the other one to me has been kind of the day-to-day aspect. So from the people side of it, just to be honest, in public accounting, there's a certain entrepreneurial side of the business that is important. You have to be able to develop relationships. You have to be able to market. You have to be able to grow your firm. That's just part of it. And some people thrive at that. Some people are more reserved and introverted, and that's petrified. So it's not something to be scared of. It's something to be aware of. You all know how you want. So that's one aspect. For me, the day-to-day, what I found in public, at least in my role, which is, I've predominantly been in tax, is that in my role as private accounting, you're more specialized in depth in a smaller number of areas. But in public, you have to wear a lot of hats. You're not quite as detailed in all of those different areas. So, I would
agree with that for sure. I think in public accounting, but for me personally, I'm more of an introverted person. Try to be social, but especially on the audit, coming into audit, you're going into new businesses, you're going into unknown circumstances. Everything's right on your job. You're going to meet new people, you're going to learn new businesses. For me, that wasn't my comfort zone. I prefer in private accounting. This is our company. So I'm getting in-depth and detailed and learning as much as I can about the one segment that we can. So I think that's a good example. As far as, are you more comfortable? Do you like to go out and meet new people? Do you like to have different circumstances? More does kind of more on the audit side. Are you more interested in in-depth knowledge and really hands-on implementation? And that tends to be a little bit more on the private side.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have the private side behind me, but on the public side, you do wear different hats. You wear different hats, and it changes quickly. Within the same meeting with a client, you could be their bank advisor, marriage counselor. You hear everything, and you got to be able to adapt and go with it. Do you have the specialized knowledge in everything? No. Accounting is way too broad to be able to have those specialties. But you also develop a good network of other professionals that when they ask a legal question, and say, I don't necessarily know the answer exactly, but let's talk to you. Or you got investment advisors, you got insurance agents that you work with a good network, and you've got to be able to go out and make that network. If not, you're not going to be able to service your client as well. And from the public side, it kind of gets back to you're not just focusing on accounting. Different backgrounds and everything are great in public accounting because you're dealing with a multitude of different clients that all have different backgrounds. my second, area of school was actually criminal justice. That has actually helped me. I'm also a certified fraud examiner, so that has kind of helped me in that little cross section there of being able to understand a lot of the legal side as well as the accounting. So in private, you don't quite get that as much, but like I said, you get into a lot more specialization and a lot more in-depth knowledge.
Totally would echo all that. When I was in the public sector, kind of the expectation was you would work for the large accounting firms for a few years and then find the company that or the industry that you really had an interest in and most likely move on to public accounting. That's not so much the case now, but what I noticed in the public accounting firm that I was in, the partners in the office seem to have, I think John mentioned it, kind of two personalities. You've got the ones that are really good at the customer or the client relationship. They can bring in the new accounts. And then you've got the other partners who are technically masters of what they do. And so if you need someone to understand a particular industry or a particular tax guidance or anything, you've got to have those people in your practice as well. But you've got the others that are out there really trying to bring in those accounts. What I have enjoyed about being in private industry, and it's sort of like we lump all the private industry together as one, with a company like Leggett & Platt, what has really I've enjoyed about it is the fact that back in the 1990s, when I was starting out, I asked our CFO at the time, if Leggett ever goes international, I'd be interested in helping out with that. And he made the comment and said, no, we're never going to do that because, we got enough business domestically. So about 2 years later, we started buying companies in Mexico and in Europe and so forth. So I became head of the International Accounting Department, which was a whole different experience for me and for our company. So it's allowed me to travel all over the world several times and meet with people all over that, little goober like me that grew up in central Iowa. Going into accounting, I never would have expected to have that kind of an opportunity. So it's just, like I said, to me, it's about when you talk to the companies and you really do your research on the companies that you're talking to, see what they do. See, even if it's in private, what kinds of clients do they have? Do they focus on a particular industry? Are they more tax focused or audit focused? It really depends on what do I have an interest in. And, you'll find it as you talk to them, and as you go through the interview process, you'll get that feeling that will basically say, this one makes the most sense to me for who I am.
I'm one of the older students, but anyway, could you guys comment on, as you're interviewing candidates, what you're looking for, what you're particularly coming out of school and out?
Practical experience.
Like internship?
Internship, part-time jobs, working in a company. You got two resumes that are the exact same, and one has just a little bit of some practical knowledge. Because unfortunately, we have students that come out of school that have all that much knowledge but don't know how to apply it. So if you can see, if I'm looking at a resume and someone has, even if it was a bookkeeper, at a retail shop, any kind of practical knowledge, for me when I'm looking at that job.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Practical knowledge does help. From my perspective, at least helps you do the interview. What I do when I interview is, quite frankly, the resume got you in the door. When I'm interviewing you. I want to see how you communicate. I want to see how you handle the pressure. We do our interviews a little bit different. Most of our interviews are not one-on-one interviews. If you come into a group of people, for that exact reason, I want to see how you handle it. I don't expect you to do it perfectly. If you're not nervous, you're better than most people. Or worse, depending on how you want to look at it. I mean, it's a more of a character interview is what I hire off of. The practical experience helps, and, if you get down to, I got, 1A and 1B candidates, and they're really similar, one of the experience will probably get the offer. But, when I interview, it's on character. Communication, how you handle situations. That also comes with my fraud and auditing background. I'm an observer more than I am of anything else.
I would agree with that. And from our perspective, the candidates that we're going to interview, that will go through kind of our first pass, they're all going to be good candidates. You're all going to have the basic accounting knowledge and background and so forth that's expected. For me, a lot of it is your communication skills. We do a lot communicating with our controllers, dealing with the people at the branches, or with other people at corporate office. And believe it or not, texting on a phone is not how most businesses communicate today. And so to be able to write complete sentences, especially if you're dealing with international operations where English is a second language to them, they don't understand when you start using contractions and things of that nature. They don't understand it. So one of the things that a lot of our Lewis grads have to learn is how to communicate in business language. So we try to find that out through the interview process. But also, just have you had any kind of experience in a work environment so that you kind of know what to expect when you walk in the first day to be a professional and accountant?
The only thing I maybe throw out is, the hiring situations for me have been, they are somewhat different. And for example, a new hire, an entry-level person versus someone with experience. I think experience is important. Either one, obviously, it's more important on the ladder when you're trying to hire someone at a manager level or above. But for you folks coming out of college, having that internship is great, obviously. Not only for the employer, but for you, because you can see what the people are made of. You like the job, you like the task, you like the company. But one thing that hasn't been mentioned, I know that I've looked for, especially the new hire, is do they have the ability to learn? And do they have the motivation to learn? Because I can tell you, most of the places I've worked, and this isn't a free pass on perspective, there is no conceivable way that the college is going to teach you everything you need to know. You're going to pick up a lot of it on the job. So you got to be willing to do it, and you got to be patient to do it. And some people can do that, and some people can't. At different rates. And so, your work ethic, your personality, your ability to build things. People can look at your resume and tell pretty quick if those characters.
I might add just one quick thing. Almost every resume that we get includes some phrase in there that says, one of their strong qualities as an accountant is attention to detail. And then on the resume, there'll be a misspelled word, or there'll be something that's wrong on it, and you're going, and literally we said, okay, so you say you are really good at paying attention to detail, but on your resume, which is who you are, there's a mistake on here. So how do you kind of reconcile that? And there's usually a lot of silence. So I would just put out there, I'm sure at some point in time you'll get some practical, see some resumes that they'll put up on the board, and you'll find them to be humorous. But believe it or not, you see them all the time. And you're going, really? This is who you are representing. And you may do mistakes on the resume.
Do you have to review the resume? When you've gone over it 20 times, you know what you're trying to say, and those little typos, your eyes just pass by those.
You know what has been brought up? And everyone does it not right or wrong way, but I've seen it done a lot of it. That's your example. Yeah, anything you do, it would be pretty well life. And try your best to make it. I was fortunate to get straight out of college, and I studied for it, and I worked 2 people away. And again, if you drop that for your life, you apply to the 150 hours, all absolutely. That's the limiting detail that has that to do.
One thing I would IT technology is so important in our job about so science classes and everything and everything. We can really take technology driven.
Say, never network. Those are more resources. Connections now that you use, but now that all of a sudden it's later. And from one, because be an expert in everything, you can trust the client.
Well, I think just if you have any at all, in going on advanced degree or whatever, right away, more time now, you're ever going to, doesn't seem like it. So you lose the longer you're, I would just have an interest in going on accounting or MBA or whatever, really right out of school. We'll just reemphasize that. I would encourage you to go talking to, you take the time, find out whatever you can you're going to talk to, because taking the time to, it shows that you at least trust that, yeah, this is really what I'm to. Well, Thursday, we'll talk to it. I mean, we can see that. Take the time to look, and you'll learn the culture. Really find out a lot about it. You don't have to take the time to do that.
But I'd expand on that here. You got to research the company from the school way in. The best is perfect fit for both the employer, the employer, you're not, that's not what you really want. You're going to end up, to find that match. You're interviewing them.
About that interview. I mean, I don't want to interviewing you too much. A lot. I mean, these interviews I've had, a whole bunch of questions.
If interviews you take the questions, it's probably not.
The best motive or a conversation, because like they said, that was, you'll venture off on what firm you do that. That's how the Western all different processes, but for the most rigid one, sure, and out it's going to be like I said, it's questions, reactions.
You got to have the candidates are asking, don't go to fire that question. From my standpoint, carefully, because this may be good first, and this is showing the tough questions that impresses me.
Say a binder or whatever, written down. And our process is several different people. You can ask the same question what we started out with. Why did you go to work for one of these companies? Why? And from that, you'll get what it is that, and what the work. So it's the company itself and their financial what they do, but it's about me.
Or say there's, watching videos online. Would you ever say it's too early qualified?
It's never too early to start. And perspective, we actually, before we grab my junior year, we actually, we hire you, your schooling is priority, but experience and you've got to be, and you've got to learn because you're trained.
That's it. You may not be positioned if you do it. Into that room, it's like nothing you've ever done. The more experience in that chair, because you're on it, you don't have how you handle that over the last probably years. And so the more times and experience, really are looking at for the work for.
On that, do you have any you could apply for?
Right now we've got there, so if you're interested, go ahead and apply. I think it's Monday, I believe, people. But our practice is to bring our accounting students and having worked, learning the process, and so that by the time you graduate curve is always,
That's what I want to think. Someone applies for whatever, there's kind of a new unwritten rule. But when the resume comes to the end, that is a sign of people who work. That's a sign of work. There's no, if anything, it works.
in the obvious, but for Monday, you go recruit. We have already been to the great Arkansas, with Kansas City, so you're competing against an awful, so, John said, we want to know.
The thing I'll point out is, don't necessarily have, a lot of times I'm looking for clients. My client may be, that may, you're into, you can get a leg up on, I'm constantly caught up to, we need somebody.
You can just, for example, this person working in the accounting started out, put it with our Wall Street, so maybe even if not an accounting position, working towards an accounting position.
All right, I think we'll kind of wrap up the time. So you guys can come and so everything on Blackboard again to watch as well as what I mentioned. Let us know, and we'll get you guys some.